Hey ladies, I'm going to show you today how to make a tassel for our boots. What you need is something 6x6 or 6x5. Doesn't matter what size, just as long as your 6x6, your 6 inches are the way that you're wrapping. Not smaller, not bigger. Try to get something a little hard, sturdy, maybe like a card or a piece of cardboard. Have 2 of them so you can, and they need to be split at the top or the bottom, one side. I originally used a martini, well, I guess martini, appetizer plate to make the first ones, but figured everybody would have cardboard, it would be a little easier. What you do is you take your yarn, which I have wine, and I'll send the details on that, and you take your end and you put it all the way at the bottom, and then you start wrapping very loosely, not tight, because you don't want your cardboard to bend, but make sure that your first wrap you get a piece of your original yarn in there, so that, and then your second wrap you go across, so that you make sure that it stays in there while you're wrapping, and just wrap really loosely and wrap it like 50 times. I did 50. You don't have to go exactly 50. Just make sure that it's a little loose, that doesn't bend your cardboard too much, and make it smaller. And wrap. Almost done. Okay, that'll be good enough. So then what you do is you cut it at the bottom. Don't cut your other yarn though. You're gonna leave it like that. Then you take an extra piece of yarn. It doesn't have to be that long, just enough to tie it. What you do is you tie it, wrap it through the bottom, so go in between your cardboard and your yarn, and then pull it up to the top and tie a knot. And pull it a little tight. Don't pull it too tight, because you may want to move it a little bit after. So pull it enough just to make a knot. Tie it in a knot, and that way you have it tied, and you try to keep it right on the top. Then be sure and keep those long ones down, so you'll know which ones are the ones that you tied, so the other ones don't pull through. Then what you do is you take your scissors and you go in between the 2 pieces of cardboard and just start cutting. And cut, and cut, and cut. Cut, cut, cut. Don't cut your cardboard. And then cut them. Take your 2 long ones and hold it. And there you go, you have a tassel. But what I do is I take my 2 long ones, and then I separate all the yarn, on each side, and I wrap it again and tie it tighter. Sometimes when you cut it, it'll come out shorter or longer on one end. This way you can still pull them through and not mess anything up. Now you tie it really, really tight in a knot, and then you have your tassel. We can also take another one and tie it here if we want to do that. So what you can do is just take another piece of yarn, keep this one out to tie it on your boot. It's a little more difficult because you just got to keep everything kind of inside this tie. Make sure it doesn't slip out like it's doing. Probably could get someone to help you do this. Maybe be a little bit easier. Just tie a little knot at the top. White. If we have white ones, we can make it look like a ghost. And then you have a tassel for your boot. So you can either do it like this, or we can just do the big ones, whichever ones we prefer. If you have any questions, let me know. Any long ones you can just cut too.